Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for not Thursday. It's Wednesday, September the 11th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to our free room, 100% free. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic. And I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. And there, in the email you're getting, you will see a promo code for 15% off the first month only or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. So, round 10, round 15, I don't know what round it is anymore, but of the Barry's watch list, okay? I keep joking about it in the room, but I'm telling you, I probably wouldn't have to do anything else other than watch my watch list all day long. The only issue I'm, maybe finding is, and I've sort of put a little bit of a poll in the room. I mean, this is how many alerts we've had so far in the day. I would say that's at the upper end of what is manageable, but maybe not, because sometimes the alerts, and I'm going to demonstrate one of them, sometimes the alerts, they trigger and then they move down. So then what you should do is just put a price alert on the original alert price and see if it triggers later on. But let me get back. But here's CTL as an example. Now, it's not an example of that, but CTL on the watch list. So I actually traded this twice. I waited for the break over 13. Okay, there was the alert at 1285. I waited for the break over 13, and I think I took it at 1306 to begin with. Yeah, it was right here, 1306. And on that move right there, I got out at 1301. So I took a 5-cent loss. I re-entered the trade at 1309. Yeah, 1309. I re-entered at 1309. Sold some up here at 1330, and the balance right around here. Nothing spectacular, but I'll take that sort of a move any day on a percentage basis. Bottom line is, it was just a little bit of patience. The first time you don't succeed, try again. I mean, did I have to get out the first time? I suppose not really. I guess I could have let it break down through 13. But, commissions are so cheap that that's typically what I do. I mean, if I'll take a small little 5-cent loss, and then afterwards, I'll get back into the trade if I like it. So why did I like it in the first place? And let's take a look at the time frame. So you can see the void. People ask me all the time, in my watch list that I create, and understand, this came from a watch list that I create for you every single day. And how this stock made into the watch list is because when I do my work in the evening and I'm scanning all sorts of stocks and I see this nice big huge void, this area that it could start to fill in, then that gets my attention. So that's why this particular stock and most of the others that you see on the watch list, that's why they make the cut, as I'll call it, to be watched the following day. Take a look at Fran. I want to just show you Fran as an example of something that, just because maybe we're getting, okay, let me change the time frame here. So if you look here, Fran triggered at 1237, right on that candle. That's what that blue candle means. It means nothing more than just telling me there's the candle that it triggered at 1237. So right at the high almost. And now, it actually got up to 1251, but then it chopped around forever. So what I should have done, and what I've got a lot of things on the go, and I'm trying to, I can't pay attention, unfortunately, to, just to my watch list. I'd love to. I think if I were only trading, I would just pay attention to my watch list all day long. But the bottom line is that all we really had to do was at 1237, just create a price alert. I'm not going to do it now, but because it'll look like it wants to short it. You just create the price alert, and when it hit it, now, did I know that this was going to happen? Of course not. But my goodness, look at the move off that 1237. I mean, just look at it. And this is a 15-minute candle. If I showed you on a 5, it's almost as dramatic. So all I'm saying is that this is a nice watch list all day long. But look at some of the early ones, ENDP. at 405. What did it do? Got up to 447. Maxar, 877. Still, I mean, it's still good. But even if you decided, it got up to 933 before it pulled back. Even if you decided to sell some here. Yuma was the the incredible one. 354, and it just zoomed almost nonstop to 501. AMRX, this is one that I did trade. It was a quick one. Got in at at 380, and just underneath 4, I took it out. I don't think A-Bio did anything, but I don't want to go through all of them. But the bottom line is Acor was another one that I did take very quickly at 420. It zoomed up to 446 before it pulled back. I mean, these are just great percentage moves and plenty of volume. I mean, you can get in and out, but you got to be paying attention. This is one that I was talking about, this JE. Yeah, it's pulling back now. It's been on my watch list forever. Why? Take a look at it on the weekly chart. You're going to see. Look at the potential that this thing has. The only thing going against it is that it's a big float for a $1 stock. It's 137 million in the float, so it takes a lot to move it. And by the way, if you're wondering what that buy means here, this is our paper trading module. So I'm paper trading that one. I said, okay, I'm just going to paper trade that one. Got in at 132. Paper trading the ZS. Got in at 48.34, 49.19 now. Paper trading the DF, not really doing too much. But this is our paper trading module. This is a real-time paper trading module. Does not have to be attached to any brokerage platform. Basically, you're feeding off our real-time data, and a great way if you're a new trader, to practice trading. And if you do decide to get interactive brokers, then this is the module that you'll use to actually make your real trades. So while you're paper trading, you're understanding how to place trades with interactive brokers. So that learning curve will be non-existent. If you paper trade enough, you'll understand how to use this. It's very simple. It's a really simple platform to use. So anyway, but I think, what am I doing here on the LE? You see the LE, I have what is called a buy stop. So I'm looking to get into this one. I may even do it like with my own money if it takes out 1347 again. Look what it did. It hit 1347 and it immediately came back. And now let's see if it does it again. I actually have a buy stop. That's in the paper trading mode in at 1347. And, I'll see if it does hit it. I'll see if I want to take it myself. But, goodness, there's so many good alerts here. And, there are a lot, but the way I have this structured is that you're only going to see the alert the first time that it happens. You're not going to see it over and over and over again. So why that's interesting is that I can go back now to SKT. So the alert was at 1711. Now, it's fallen off from there. But what if it was still hanging around 1711? Okay. I might say, wow, okay, it hasn't moved. But let's set a price alert. I actually have one right there. Because what if it does a Fran and finally starts to move? So it gives you time, looking back, THC, let's see if it's moved, 24.94. That's a great move, off 24.94. I wish I were in it. But you see, you can use this as an all-day watch list. Take a look at on the short side. Take a look at what it did on the short side. Not very many shorts today, but certainly the ZS. At 47.24, and it got all the way down to 46, so over $1 before it bounced. That's where I took that on the paper trade. Okay, I've actually noticed that not as many. Well, of course, the market is up today, so we probably wouldn't get too many down anyway. But I've noticed that even when the market is a little bit down, that the stocks that move up off my watch list seem to do very well. In other words, they're not really paying that much attention to what the market is doing. Because remember, why they're making the watch list. Most of them are from a scan that I do the evening before, and these are stocks that have moved. So the potential is that they might keep moving, either off earnings or maybe a press release or for whatever reason. That's why they make the list. I've just found that on the downside, they don't seem to move as much. It's really that simple. So and I'm not getting as many alerts, which is fine. I mean, I'll concentrate on the long ones all day long if I have to. It doesn't bother me at all. The AI, again, the AI has had some nice ones, just like yesterday. I had the MNK yesterday, absolutely astonishing. It was in my watch list too, but it also was triggered in the AI, I think for like a 37% gain. But it had BE early, as an example at 480. I mean, this hit, 522. That's a great percentage move. I'm going to start following a little bit more. Here's one right now on a short. 1702. That's moved all the way down to 1623. I mean, that's almost that's almost a dollar move off the short. So I'm going to start following on the day of a little more closely the AI, which I have not been doing. I've been concentrating mainly on my watch list. But if you're wanting to look at the AI, again, what I do is I just sort on the full risk percent profit column, so I can see the ones that are in the money all day long. And they could, even if I miss it at the beginning, they could still be setting up. So that's how I sort on them. Full risk profit percent. What that means is notice Holly's out of the trade right here. Profit save. Full risk on means you're still in the. What would happen if you were still in the trade? What you'd be up 3.68% right now if you were still in the trade. And the difference between the risk on profit, you'll see that these are the same numbers. The only difference in the full risk on is if there was a stop out. See any stop out? Yeah, so here's some stop hits. If this stock came, so this gets taken out of the equation on the full risk, okay? It still remains in the risk on at the end of the day. You can still see it. I'm sorry, it does not remain in the, it does not remain in the risk on. Even if this stock came all the way back, it wouldn't count in the risk on, but it would if it came all the way back. It's still being counted in the full. It would still be counted in the full risk. So if the stock made it back somehow, from Acor, so it's down at 385 right now. So if it got back up to 425 and ripped up to $5, this would look like a great full risk on profit trade. So this is basically what would happen if you stayed in everything no matter what. Right to the end of the day. This you're staying into everything no matter what, except if there's a stop out. And of course, this is getting out when the AI got out. Okay, so hopefully that's not too confusing. Okay, so anyway, want to get back into the room. I say the scan is working great. All you have to do to access it every single day is go to the toolbar, new, channel bar, and scroll down to the bottom. Barry's windows, and you'll see exactly the scan and all the alerts that I see all day long. I don't share them on the screen on my shared monitor, mainly because why should I? I mean, to me, I'm almost treating it. I don't share the AI either because it's not fair for people who pay for the program. The way my scan is working is, why should I show it all day long? People could come in the room and not be subscribers and have access to it. So it's turning into such a wonderful scan. So I don't share it on the screen all day long. But if you're a subscriber, all you got to do again is click on the new channel bar and my windows. All right, I want to get back to the room and see what is shaking. So bring back the capture program. And again, if you have any questions for me, this is the email address. Link for the free room, 100% free. And I will open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.